everybody. Welcome to Real Talk with Chris and Travis. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And also don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. So today, the topic is, what is the most creative way that you've ever had to do something? And this topic, it kind of hit me. I ain't gonna say it hit me out the blue, but I read on Google that there was a guy who he basically made a guitar out of his uncle's skeleton. So when you first read the caption on that, it sounds kind of weird, sounds kind of dark and evil at first, but it's not really dark and evil. He basically avoided a bill that he would have had to pay monthly to bury his uncle's remains. And I'm not gonna go, full detail into the story, but I am gonna give you a little bit of it. Basically, the uncle is he's a big fan of heavy metal rock and roll. And in 1996, he was driving through Greece on a vacation, and he died in a car wreck. Well, his family back in the States, they, wanted to have him buried in the States, but a college in Greece actually reached out to the family and asked could they borrow the man's remains for study case purposes with the college. And the family agreed to it as long as the college would pay, the burial costs, because in Greece it was like a monthly bill to bury somebody. I don't know, why that is, but that's what it is. Or at least that's what the story said. So then, after a number of years, the college reaches out to the family again and says, "We are done with your uncle's remains." And they, preserved his remains and his skeleton and stuff like that in perfect condition. And they said they were going to send the skeleton back to the family in the States. And a lot of the family members was like, "Man, don't send him back, because we're going to have to pay money to bury him." Well, his sister and his nephew, they were like, send him back home and we'll, take care of the costs or whatever we have to do. So when they sent him back home and the mom saw, how expensive it would be to do that, to bury the uncle, his nephew said, "Hey, I got some money, but instead of burying him, I just kind of had a little idea of what I would like to do with his bones." And basically what he said he wanted to do with the bones is he wanted to make a guitar with the bones. In other words, he wanted to make his uncle's skeleton part of his electric guitar. And he actually took time and took apart his guitar and actually did build a guitar with his uncle's skeleton. And from what I read, the uncle skeleton did not prohibit the guitar from working. The guitar still works like it's supposed to. And the nephew actually uses the guitar on stage when he does shows. So after I read all of that and got a full understanding of what he did, a thought crossed my mind, like, what is the most creative way that I've ever had to do something? Being a person with a disability, sometimes I have to, make adjustments. And part of that adjustment process causes me to have to do something in a different way than somebody else would do it. But I would get the same results. But, I'm going to let Travis go ahead.
Yeah, creative, that's kind of weird to make a guitar out of a dead relative's skeleton.
Yeah.
To even have that thought of doing something like that is just, I don't know. That's crazy to me,
Yeah, that's a little twisted. It's creative, but it's kind of weird.
So is it still considered a guitar or a skeleton?
Actually, I was finna laugh like it's a funny joke, but that's actually what the nephew called it, a skeleton.
Skeleton.
Mm-hmm. He called it a Skeletor.
So Skeletor. Okay, that's where was he from?
I I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, but yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, there's been ways I've had to do things differently. I mean, because I have a disability. I mean, like when I have like a heavy box or something, I drop it in front of me and I just roll and push it with my feet. You know?
And that is creative.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I would have never thought. I thought you put it on your lap, but it makes more sense to just put it in front of you and push it. Because I'm guessing if you put it on your lap, you gotta adjust your arms and your hands to keep moving the wheels.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold it, make sure it don't fall.
Right.
You know, so might as well just put it on the ground and just roll like that.
Yeah, and I understand making those adjustments because, like, for me, if I move something, and it's heavy to where I can't really pick it up, like I said before on this podcast, I would spread out a blanket or a towel, and I would lay the heavy object on the blanket or the towel, and then I would pull it, behind me or on side of me, to get it to where I needed to be,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like when you have a disability, you think of creative ways to do things because, when you can't do something, you gotta find a way to be able to do it. So, I mean, like I said, when I can't reach something high, I'll take one of my armrests off and just knock it down.
You ever done that in public, like in the store?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? Like,
Nah, usually when they see me doing it, they'll run and
try to get it for
and
you?
knock and take it down for me.
Man, try to keep you from breaking merchandise.
Uh,
I want the one.
Now, if it's glass, if it's like something in glass, I'll just sit on top of this.
Right.
And then just reach up and grab it. Depending on how high it is.
Right.
Or sometimes I'll just take my chances and
try to tip it and get it to
tip
fall
it slowly
towards
and just hurry up and catch it.
Yeah.
I throw this down real fast and just catch it.
And that's different, you know what I'm saying? But it's different, but it's necessary, you know. And like, I myself, when I go to places that have stairs, and I've never really had to do this publicly, but like if I go to a family member's house and they have stairs, if I go up the stairs, the way I get down the stairs is I'll sit down at the top and actually make the stairs like a slide. I'll, scoot down until I hit the bottom. And it's y'all, okay, like my niece and nephew are small and they young, So the first time they saw me do that, they just died laughing. It was hilarious. Because kids don't, they don't know. And, like my daughter, when we go to family members' houses who have stairs and stuff, she'll do that now because she saw me do it. She just be wanting to slide down the steps. I mean, but that's how I get down the steps is I slide down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to doing that, so I'll scoot up the stairs and I'll slide down with what's, I don't know about you, but scooting down the stairs, it always freaks me out because I always feel like
Like you gonna fall.
Like I'm gonna lose my handle on the stairs and I'm gonna just fall, just be rolling down the stairs. I've almost had that happen one time. I was scooting down some stairs and I kind of like slipped a little bit. Mm-hmm. Something, I don't know, it was like a tack or something that stuck me in my hand.
Ow, ow.
Yeah, and I was like midway down and I almost tumbled down the stairs.
Ooh.
So it was.
And see, I feel the same way. Like when I'm standing up, going upstairs, I feel like I'm gonna fall. But especially if I gotta go upstairs and there's no rail, like nowhere to grab on, I just stay down here. I'm like, man, you got the crutches, just go up with them. I'm like, but them stairs, what if they slip off the stair? I can't. There's nothing to hold on to. I mean, I don't like stairs. I don't.
Me either.
Yeah, we anti-stairs. So,
Elevator all the way.
Yeah. Elevator gang. Yeah, y'all know. But, did you have any more creative ways that you do things?
I mean, sometimes, like I said, armrest comes in handy for me. So even when I even when I'm trying to reach something up high, I'll reach like if I'm on a couch
Mm-hmm.
and I can't and something's like on the floor or something, I'll use this and just like scoot it over to me.
Right.
You know?
It's an extension.
Yeah, like an extension.
I've done that with the crutches several times,
Oh,
man.
yeah, pretty. Yeah.
I've done a lot of stuff. I've used my crutches to like open the door. If it's a door that says push to open, like I'll put the crutch on the door and lean into it to push the door open.
Mm-hmm.
I've also used the crutch like a doorstop and held the door open for myself and for other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had people like I'll be like out in public and somebody will open the door and they finna come out and they'll see me and they're like, oh, wait a minute, wait, come on in, man. And I'll just step to the side and put the crutch stop against the door and they're like, you got your own built-in door stop, man. I like that. You know, and I'll stand there just like that and let everybody go in and out. You know, I've also like used it to close doors. You know, behind me, just catch the like take the stopper and catch the end the corner of the door, and it's like it kind of hooks into it, and I'll just pull the door behind me. You know, I've used like you say, used the crutch to bring stuff to me, or keep something or people away from me. Because I mean, if you doing this, ain't nobody coming near you. They don't want to get hit. You know, so I mean, I've used them for a number of different things. Not all bad stuff, but not all good stuff either. You know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and also like if I go to a fast food place and I'm getting out of my truck and I'm on my way, I'm about to go inside, I'll put my food on my footrest and my drink and roll like that, so I don't have to carry it.
It don't never fall.
Nah.
Cause I'd be more concerned about the drink, like you know, falling over.
Nah, I just like tuck it like between
your feet.
my foot, both my feet, and put the food right there on side of it and just roll inside. It never falls.
See, I wish I had that luxury.
Yeah.
Cause I got tons of stories of wasting food, trying to hold a crutch and move a drink or some food or whatever.
Yeah.
The crutch will slip. I trip. You know what I'm saying? The crutch will turn without no warning, and the drink goes flying because I'm looking at the crutch turn this way. You know. I've used the crutch as a cup holder before. Like sit the drink inside the arm of the crutch and sit it on the handle.
Cup holder.
But the crutch was leaning up against like a wall or like a corner. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on a bench and I just happened to sit the cup in there. You know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've tried putting. I mean, since I don't have a cup holder anywhere on my chair, I mean, I've had so many times I was trying to hold a drink and roll, and it fell. Like I hit a bump or something, and like the top not all the way on the cup, and spill everywhere.
Man,
so,
that's the worst. Especially like you hungry, you thirsty.
So I just started. I'm like, let me try put it on my footrest, see how that works out.
And it works out good.
Never falls.
Now I have seen like wheelchairs and crutches they build recently. I've seen online like on Amazon and stuff where they have like crutches or wheelchairs with cup holders built into them.
Okay.
When I seen the crutch with the cup holder on it, it blew my mind really because I had never seen a crutch like that. It's like the cup holder was behind the, you know, like I put my arm in the part where the cup is, you know, y'all can see back there behind me, you know, but I put my arm where the cup is and I grab the handle, but on the metal part behind my arm, outside the crutch, behind my arm, they had like it's like almost made like a bag or something, and you can stick the cup in there, and the bag is tight. It holds the cup tight.
Okay.
You know, I've seen them. People have. If you look, like I looked up crutches on Amazon just to see what all they were selling.
Yeah.
They have crutches now that have like, they have tasers built into them, like in the handle part, just as a safety weapon for me. They have flashlights built into the crutch where I can turn the handle a certain way and the flashlight will come on.
Okay.
They have a I forgot what you call it. It's not a weapon, but it's like a little hook. It comes out of the crutch and allows you to like grab on things, you know, grab onto things like a grabber, but it comes out of the crutch.
Okay.
And I'm like, who needs all of this? Like, am I Batman? Like, what do I need? You know?
I mean, it's like it comes in handy. That's what it sounds like. I mean, sounds like something good to have, especially in the right time.
They also had the same pair of crutches I'm talking about. They had an alarm, and they said in the description that the alarm is for, like, if I was to fall or something like that, and I couldn't get up, I could hit the button on the crutch, and the alarm would make enough noise to make people come to me instead of me having to call out for help.
Okay.
And I'm like, a lot of stuff I'm like, man, I don't think I'd ever need that, but I mean, you just never know.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't know about other wheelchair users, but I know when I go to, like, if I go to like a store or whatever, and I don't feel like carrying the bags, I just put the bags on the back, on this arm thing right here, and like pull it over it, and just that way I don't have to carry it.
You ever had any problems doing that, like the bag tears while you rolling, or somebody reaching in the bag while you?
Nah, I usually like have it like real
close.
I twist it.
Oh, okay.
And then pull it over, like that. Yeah.
That's creative, man.
You know.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of creativity, man. When you, in other words, I always like to say creativity, necessity is the mother of invention. And I don't know if somebody else said that quote or if I'm the first one to say it, which I'm pretty sure I'm not. But basically, it boils down to this. You don't know what you need until you're in a situation where you need it. And being disabled, you wind up in a lot of situations where you need stuff because just living the average life causes you as a disabled person to have to make a lot of changes.
Yeah.
That the average person might not have to do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when you have limitations, you gotta think of ways to be creative and to do things a different way, because like I'm in a wheelchair, I gotta find creative ways to do things, without having to use my legs. So,
and I just thought about something else. But, limitation is a doorway to innovation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's also, limitation is the freeway for inspiration. I mean, so when you limit it, you got to find a way to do what you got to do even in those limitations,
Well, you want to hear rhyming, huh?
Well, the rapper side of me, y'all get to see that later when I start dropping stuff.
Thought you was feeling kick a freestyle real quick.
If I had a beat, I would, but I ain't got no beats right now. At the moment, I don't have no beats. But yeah, man, I think when you are somebody who has limited, and it don't have to always be a big drastic, disability. It can just be something else. Maybe your hands are full. And you're trying to open the door. That's why they made those. That's why they made those vans with the little sensors on the back of the door where you can take your foot and you can kick your foot underneath the vehicle.
Yeah.
And it'll open the back door.
Yeah.
That's why they made that for people who have their arms or their hands full when they walking up to the vehicle. Trying to go put the groceries in or whatever it is. Yeah. That's why businesses exist, because a business is made to solve a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like problem solvers are the ones that really
run the world.
Pretty much run the world. Like if you're a problem solver, you set.
Yeah, and it don't even have to be a major problem that you solve, but if you look at some of the most biggest name corporations, and I'm gonna name drop some in here, but I'm not taking no shots at any of them. So, look at McDonald's. I mean, who can't make a hamburger and fries at home, but it's more convenient for you not to have to cook by just going to McDonald's or Subway or Sonic, something like that. I mean, Subway makes sandwiches. Who can't make a sandwich at home? Sonic make hot dogs. I mean, I can boil wieners and I'm not even no good cook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at Walmart. All Walmart did was said, instead of you having to go to all these different stores, Why not just come get everything in one place?
All in one.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
just solved the problem instead of you having to go everywhere. Just come to one place.
Yeah.
You know, and solving a problem, you know, you got to get creative with solving your problems.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, being creative. Sometimes the creativity don't flow until you're in a situation where you absolutely need that creativity. So being, you know, people that are disabled, I think that we are some of the most creative people you would ever meet because everyday life always presents some kind of challenge for us.
Yeah, it don't have to even be like anything extravagant. It can be like something small, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the simplest creations are, I mean, made a lot of money. And, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, you don't have to think of anything just big to be creative. It can be something small and simple, you know?
I remember one of my favorite shows, I love to watch Shark Tank. And on Shark Tank, there was a guy who said that he always loses his glasses because he would hook his glasses inside of his shirt. And when he hooked his glasses inside of his shirt, he would be moving and going about his day, and his glasses would come off the shirt and fall off. You know, they would hit the ground, he would lose them, but he would never know they done fell off his shirt until he go to reach for them, and he can't find them. So what he did is he went to a hardware store and he said he bought 2 magnets. They were small magnets. They was like $1 a piece. So he spent like $2, and he put these 2 magnets together just by sticking them together. He ain't put no glue on them. He didn't have to put a nail in it or nothing. He just put 2 magnets together, and then he took the magnets and he just stuck them on his shirt. Well, the static in your clothes that your body would make is enough friction to hold the magnets on your clothes. Then he just took the glasses and he touched the metal part of the glasses to the magnets. Now they don't fall anymore. Well, the lady who owns QVC, I think her name is Lori. She saw what he came up with, and she gave him like a 6-figure deal. I think he got like $2 million from Shark Tank, and she took him under her wing and showed him how he could sell that through QVC. So he worked with her to sell through QVC. Now he's a multimillionaire off one idea.
That's all it takes is one idea, man.
One idea. You know, he just came up with a way so he wouldn't lose his glasses anymore.
Yeah, don't ever think your idea is stupid.
Right.
You know, because that one idea could make you a lot of money.
It could.
You know? So,
You
yeah.
know, I know money is not everything, but it's necessary.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. I mean, yeah, definitely. Got some more to say?
I think we good. You know, so if y'all got, any ideas or any situations where y'all had to use some creativity to solve a problem, don't tell us, the full details. We ain't trying to steal no ideas, but, y'all let us know what y'all face in y'all life in the comments and how y'all, overcame with some creativity.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And also don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis.
Stay tuned.
And we out.
Peace.